then drop them drawers. I know what you want. I ask myself, is this shit real?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys my go-to like full glam makeup tutorial. I'm just in that mood today to really beat my face. My skin has been acting up, but now it's finally clearing up, and you know, this gonna be like a springtime makeup tutorial. When I do my makeup, I do get a lot of compliments on like my skin and stuff like that. So, and I got some new products that I can't wait to show y'all. Well, let's just get right into it. So first, for eyebrows, I start with the Benefit brow pencil. I just started back using this. Usually I use the Morphe, but I like this one because it's a lot more like pigmented, if that makes sense. I usually reach for this one if I want like a really full brow. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera because if you want to see how I do my brows, I have a brow tutorial already up on my page, so definitely go check that out. But I'm gonna do my brows and then come back. Okay, so now that the brows are already done, what I do now, I do the skin and then I do the eyes if I'm not doing like a crazy dramatic look. I feel like, I don't know, that just works better for me now. So I already did my skin prep as far as like washing, moisturizing, and I put my SPF on because why not? And I mostly do it when I have like hyperpigmentation because my face was breaking out because I was not drinking enough water. So yeah, today I'm actually going to use two different primers. So I have the e.l.f. illuminating primer, and then I use the Hydro Grip. I think I'm gonna just stick with the Hydro Grip because I like the e.l.f. because it adds like a shine. So I use the Hydro Grip, and I love the Hydro Grip because it's so like, it makes the makeup stick. I really like it, and you just kind of tap it in, and it's gonna make your face feel kind of sticky, but not in like a bad way, in a good way. I'm gonna go ahead and take this primer because it's really glowy. I want like a really glowy look, so I go ahead and put that on. And with this primer, you want to make sure I make sure my face is like really moisturized because it can be a little drying. So make sure your face is really moisturized, especially if you already have dry skin. Now we're gonna go into the skin. We already hydrated, so I use the NARS. And when I say I live by NARS, I love NARS foundation. Like, NARS foundation is like so good. It's my favorite. Like, I fell in love with NARS. I think I started using NARS when I was working at Ulta, and I've just been using it ever since. Like, it just does no wrong. Like, I love the finish of it. I love how it applies. I love it so much. So I use my NARS, and then I'm going to mix it with my Born This Way Too Faced concealer. I meant my Too Faced foundation. Kind of mix it in. So then what I do is I just kind of swatch it like that. And I love this foundation because it's just like, it's not too heavy. And I use the Sheer Glow because the Sheer Glow is like just so smooth, like, and it looks like skin. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, the way that it looks on camera is the way that it looks like in person. Like, this foundation is so bomb. And no, this video is not sponsored. I just really like it. So I'll blend it down. You want to blend it down to my neck. So I spray it a little bit with the setting spray, and then you want to blend it in. I just kind of tap it in. Make sure that you do not swipe your foundation ever. Like, don't swipe. And as you can see, I don't like to put foundation on my forehead. I just take the excess foundation from my face and I just pat it on my forehead. Some people do that, but I just feel like that just, like, I don't know, it's just really excessive, so I don't do it. So now that we have the base, now we're gonna go in with concealer. And with concealer, I use like 2 different ones. So I go in with like a shade that's closer to my skin complexion, and then I go in one with that's really light. And yeah, because you don't want to just put the lightest one, because that's gonna look a little scary. That's gonna look a little scary. I actually gotta get some new ones. Ooh, I gotta get some more. I'm running out. All right, so with the Too Faced concealer, I'm gonna take it and I put it like that. And yeah, so with this concealer, I like to make like, with my concealer, I like to make like a triangle, because as y'all can tell, I got chubby cheeks. So I try to like highlight, you know, I try to like bring this part up. I want to make my face like that. So, you know, I take it up versus like taking my concealer down, because that drags your face down. So, yeah. I make sure I take it all the way up on my nose, because I already have a small nose, but I like, you know, you want to make sure you kind of contour it like that. Then I take a concealer that's like basically my complexion, that's like a little bit darker. I take that one and then I put that one like on the outside so that it blends better. And then with the lightest shade, I like using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Yeah, this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I really like the e.l.f. It's kind of like the Too Faced a little bit, but yeah, it's basically the same formula. It's really hydrating and it's full coverage. So I let my concealer sit for like probably like 5 minutes. I let my concealer sit. And y'all, one thing I do, I spray between each layers. I spray a whole bunch of setting spray when I want my makeup to like really last, because yeah, I just love spraying setting spray. So I go in with my all-nighter setting spray and just spray it once. And then you want to let the concealer sit, y'all. Like, that ensures that it's going to be like really full coverage when you let it sit versus blending it out right away. So yeah. Okay, so now that I kind of let it sit, before I blend it out, I take my contour stick. And y'all, I just kind of started contouring. I'm not really a big contour person, but when I'm doing a full glam, this is what I do. So I take a little bit like this, because it's a little dark. So I take a little bit like this and I just lightly brush it. And as you can see, it like, you know, really snatched my face. Then I take that same brush and I kind of just put a little bit down the bridge of my nose. That's the lazy way to do it, but hey, it works. Now we can finally blend it out, and I like blending it out using this little brush, and then I blend it out a little bit more with my Real Technique sponge, the really big one. I forgot to wet my beauty blenders, so I'm just gonna spray it a whole lot So when I blend it out with the little one, I'm going to take it and just blend it up like this. And you want to make sure you blend it up into the eyes. And then I feel like I might want to put some more, a little bit more contour, or no, I might be fine. So I want to take my nose contour up a little bit into my eyelid. So I'm gonna just blend that like that. Now that I'm blended out with the brush, I'm gonna blend it some more with the beauty blender to make sure that it's all like seamless. And I always blend out this part last because I don't know, I just like leaving it last. Y'all thought I was gonna say something important? No. So I'm gonna take a little bit more contour like that. I really am going for like a really bright look, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the lighter concealer in like the inner corner of my eye, just like that. I'm just gonna add like the tiniest tad bit like that, and then I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit, and I make sure that I blend it out flat like that so that it's easy to blend out, because you don't want to make it look cakey. Now it's time for the powder. So what I do first is so I use two different powders. I use the Huda Beauty, which I just started using because everybody was talking about it on TikTok, and my holy grail, my Laura Mercier. I love this. My Laura Mercier like is my absolute favorite. Like, I love it. I keep blending because I don't want to have no creases. So before I apply my powder, I make sure I blend it all the way out. And then what I do first is I like set my face and then I bake. I've been doing that recently. So because you want to make sure that it's like set and then you bake. Okay, so I already got one eye done. So I make sure that I really pat it in. And then I go in and I blend it in with this. I use this a little bit too. I don't know why I didn't use this one first. This powder puff is like a lifesaver. I don't know why I didn't use the powder puff first. The powder puff really makes it look like seamless for real. Like, look at that, y'all. Look at that. The powder puff really like melted into your skin. Like, I'm still gonna go in over top with the Huda Beauty powder, although I could leave it like this, but I'm not going to. So this is the banana powder. This is the powder in banana bread, and I use translucent honey for the Laura Mercier powder. So I go in with this Morphe palette. It looks like this. And I really like using like, let me see. So I go in with one of the lighter bronzer shades and I kind of dab it like that. And I just kind of pat it in where my contour is. Then to kind of clean up, to kind of make that jawline look snatched, I'm gonna take the powder puff and I kind of do like that. I don't do like a real thick line because then it's going to be hard to blend out. I know I look like a crackhead right now, but you gotta trust the process, okay y'all? Trust the process. Trust the process. With that same bronzer shade, and just a little bit, like just a tiny bit, because I don't like when my nose contour is like super harsh. So literally just the tiniest bit. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. Bring it up like that. Bring it up like that. Okay. Alright. It's time for the eyes. So I'm just going ahead and to like set my eyes, I just take a little bit of this old concealer that I really don't use like that. And then I'm gonna blend it out. I got this new palette from Morphe. It's the Painted Desert palette, and I like it because it has like all the shades that I would need for like a neutral glam. Like, I love it. So I'm gonna go in with this light shade right here, and I kind of just take that all over my eyelid, and then I want to blend it like that. And then I kind of just use all these shades. I go in with the lighter shade and I just want to build that color up to kind of make like an ombre look. Oh my gosh, this color is so pretty. So I just kind of blend it out like that. Y'all, this color is so pretty. It's like, it kind of look like a cranberry color. To blend out the edges, I go back in with that lighter shade and blend it out. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with some shimmer just on the inner corner of my eyes, and I usually will just take like a small little brush and I'm gonna spray it with some setting spray. And okay y'all, so your girl is back. My computer died, so picking up where we left off. Now I'm gonna take my favorite liquid liner. It's by Essence. Oh no, I skipped a few steps. I'm putting on the shimmer on my inner corner. I'm gonna mix it with that gold shade and just kind of put that on the inner corner for real. I'm gonna take this pigment that I got from, I forgot where I got this pigment from. I feel like I bought it from like this girl who do makeup like in my city. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Like, that shimmer looks so cute. And I'm gonna do like a soft, oh, I could go that. So I'm gonna do like a short wing liner. And so I can't talk and do my liner at the same time, so I'm gonna speed this part up. So now that the liner is done, y'all, I tried lash extensions for the first time and they were cool. Like, I like them. They were okay. So now I'm gonna put my lashes on. Okay, so now that the lashes are on, I like to take the mascara underneath and like do it like that. So to blend off the excess, I go in with the foundation brush that I use and I just lightly brush it away. I brush it away like that. So I'm gonna go in with this to like set my face all around. So I actually mixed two different blushes. I use this orange blush that I found at Sephora, and then I use this blush right here from this Morphe palette, and I kind of just put it like, then I go in with the pink shade. And then I kind of just blend all that out. I have a lighter pink shade that I go into to like kind of brighten it up so that it's not as dark. I'm gonna add a pop of color on my under eye. Okay, so now that the under eye is on and basically my face is done. Okay y'all, so now that I did the under eye and now that my face is pretty much set, I'm gonna take this highlighter from ColourPop. I love ColourPop highlighters, like I've been using it for years, and I just put a little bit like that. I just do it like that, like you can see exactly where the light gonna hit it at. Like I don't go crazy with the highlight, I just do a little bit, put a little bit on the bridge of my nose. And then I put a little bit on my Cupid's bow because I like how that look. I'm gonna do a nude lip today, so I go in with the brown lip liner and I just line it like that. Yes, that's so cute. And then I go in with my Morphe lipstick in the shade, this is like a balm nude shade, so I just put this like in between. But I'm gonna take creme brulee because it's like a really light pink, and I'll put that on like the inner corner. I'll put that like inside like that. And that's pretty much it. Like, so now that my lips are on and everything, this is pretty much the finished look. I'm gonna just spray one last thing of setting spray because this has like, this is the Radiant setting spray, so it has like some shimmer in it, and I love it because it just makes me look so glowy. So this is pretty much the finished look, guys. Like, y'all, look how glowy, and it's like considered like my full glam. So shiny, so pretty, guys. So I'll be posting some videos on my TikTok page. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram, my TikTok. I'm gonna make sure that I list all the products down below that I use. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely comment some more videos that you probably want to see from me. And follow my socials so you can keep up. Can't wait to see you guys in my next video, and bye.